Welcome to the Urban Ecology Center. I'm Terrence, the Visitor Services Specialist here, and I'm going to show you around a little bit. First, we can start with this mural here right on the wall. It's just basically a little timeline of some of the things that's been going on in the park over the years. In the earlier years, we had some horse races going on here. We also have a picture of the band shell, which was donated to the park in about 1933 by Emil Blatz. A lot of people don't know, but Washington Park was also home of the zoo for quite some time, from around 1910 to 1958. Another interesting fact about that is that the first captive-born polar bear was born right here in this park in captivity. A lot of people don't know. A few other things about the park, the Urban Ecology Center now. We are a part of the park's history, present, and future, which is a good thing because we've brought so many different activities and so many different recreational opportunities for kids and people of the community alike. Kayaking, nature hikes, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, just to name a few of the things that are available for people of the community to come on in and hang out and participate in with us.
An outdoor leader is a high school student who works in various departments at the Urban Ecology Center. So you work in visitor services, you work in community programs, you work in land stewardship, you work in a lot of different things to gain the tools that you might need for other jobs in the future. You have to have some type of leadership in you. It doesn't have to be like very full, but you have to at least be a leader in some type of capacity. You also have to be, I think, just kind and just nice in general. You have to be ready to learn, because you're going to meet so many people in this job, even if you don't know them, and they come into the animal room and they're like, this turtle is like this other turtle, and even though you don't know that, you want to willingly be like, oh, okay, that's genuinely interesting. And I know that those are the skills that basically all of our outdoor leaders that we have now have in common. So.
Well, I became an outdoor leader as a young scientist. I started off as a young scientist here at Washington Park, and as I got older, when I became 14, Dad said, would you like to volunteer and be a youth volunteer? And after I did that for a year, Dad offered me a position as an outdoor leader. And as I was becoming a high school student, I was like, this is a great opportunity.
Anybody who has finished their freshman or sophomore year of high school is eligible to apply. And the reason for that timing is to ensure that anybody who enters the program will still be in high school for 2 years. And it's you apply for it like any other job. We go through an application process. At times we've had over 100 applicants for 18 positions, so it's competitive. We'll look at applications. We'll go through an interview process. References, experience, all the things that are important for any job are things that we're considering for the outdoor leadership program.
The entire experience. I mean, from the first time you get started, you take a huge trip up to the Porcupine Mountains, and you backpack in the Porcupine Mountains, and you stay up there for a week. And just that experience alone is incredibly unique. You work every day. You don't do the same things every day. Even if you are assigned to one department, like sometimes, since I am in the animal room majority of the time, but sometimes I get the opportunity to help teach a canoe class or help with our young scientists. And so you learn a lot of really big values in professional world, and also things that you can go back and tell your friends about, and they'll be like, what, you did that? And you're like, yeah, I did, and I get paid to do it too. So
what really made me become an outdoor leader, I really enjoyed being here. I enjoy being here, and I enjoy working with the kids and working with the animals here. And also, they really wanted me here, so I was like, if y'all really want me, I'd rather do this than any other job, because it's fun to me. And nothing really changed from me being a volunteer to an outdoor leader, because I was doing the same stuff that I was doing as an outdoor leader, as a volunteer. And so it was easy to me, and it felt fun, and I felt like I could do this, like, and keep doing it.
I've always really liked working with teens. My initial career goal was to become a high school teacher, so that's where my education is. And I ended up becoming an environmental educator here, which has been great for me. Working with the outdoor leaders gives me a chance to channel some of that training and skill I had specific to working with teens. What I absolutely love about working with the outdoor leaders is I love finding out what makes them tick, where they're coming from, how they operate, how they view the world, and how they process different situations. It's really fun to watch how different students respond to a similar situation in very different ways based on their experiences. And I've really loved, now I've been here long enough to actually see some of our outdoor leaders move into other positions in the center, be it as summer interns or even adult employees now. And just seeing how much they've grown from when I knew them as youth to where they are now as adults, just straight up heartwarming. No, it's fun. It's really been enjoyable.
Summertime, we come in really early, and we help with our school food program that we give to the community kids. And then we have, if you're not working with a summer camp, you have kind of a few hours to do whatever needs to get done around the building. Like I said, you don't stay in one department, you kind of just move to everything. And so if the dishes need to be washed, you wash the dishes. But if if you got time, you can go out canoeing, and it's that sort of thing in the summertime. You can't go canoeing in the wintertime, and there's no summer camps in the wintertime. So, and then you're also in school majority of the time. So you come in after school, and then you maybe work with the young scientists, or you're in that room. It's really strict. You're basically doing the same thing in the wintertime.
I think outdoor leaders, this gives them a chance to learn what they want to do with their life. That doesn't mean they graduate from the program knowing exactly what they're going to do, but they have some focus. If they're going to college, maybe they know what they wanted to study when they didn't know that before. Maybe they know at the end of the program that going to college isn't right for them. That's okay too, because it's not for everybody. Getting an idea to explore their vocation, what is their path? I think that's really important, and then along with that, the connections that they've made through the center, both within the center and outside the center, may stick with them for their career, may lead to opportunities to come back or opportunities to find other jobs. I think the professional skills are huge, and it's something that's hard. I think it's hard to teach in school, because in the school setting, you have to be really focused on academics. This gives them an opportunity to learn, for lack of a better way to say it, what actually matters when you have a job. Not that school doesn't matter, it does, but school doesn't totally translate to the real world, so to say, in the same way that having a job does. So I think that's an experience that teens won't get unless they work somewhere. And I mean, any job can give them that experience. What's great about here is that this is a really safe place where if they do make mistakes, they don't have to worry that they're going to get fired right away, for example. They have space to, learn from their mistakes.
I would tell young people to be more open-minded and also not try to limit yourself, especially if you're a person of color, to your cultural preferences. Like, we've been in a box for way too long, and I feel like we need to stop pigeonholing ourselves and actually explore different opportunities and different avenues for career paths. It's like with extracurricular activities with like sports. I'm not a fan of hockey, nor am I a fan of ice skating. I tried it. I wouldn't say it's the best sport, but it's definitely something that you could try and something you could possibly be good at. So give yourself a fair chance at things and allow yourself to be weird.
Anybody who wants to work here, whether they're applying for outdoor leadership or any role, volunteer with us if you can. That is, for a not-for-profit who offers volunteer work, that's the single best way to get your foot in the door. Because then you can work directly with staff, they can see your value, they can vouch for you. Probably the majority of outdoor leaders we have in this group had some sort of prior connection to us. Either they were in programs or they volunteered, or in many cases they did both things. They started out in programs, then became volunteers, and then became employees. Make sure you have interesting things to put in your application and resume. You know, everyone's in school. Lots of people get good grades. That's cool. But what else are you doing? What teams are you on? You know, part of a youth group or anything like that. What interesting things set you apart from other applicants?
I would say that you'll be the only one in your class to be able to do it. Like I said, the whole experience as an outdoor leader is incredibly unique. I think if you're someone who doesn't like to do everything that everyone else is doing, or just do a job that you're not really interested in, I would say apply to be an outdoor leader, because you know you get all the skills that a McDonald's job would give you, but you're also given better opportunities, you're given better experiences, and you meet a lot of nice people. So my favorite part about working at the Urban Ecology Center, it's probably just working with the animals. Honestly, I mean, I've volunteered here before I started working here, so I kind of got the gist of everything, like the canoeing and the summer camps and all of that stuff. But I wasn't able to work with the animals because that's an outdoor leader job. So when I got the opportunity to work with the animals, that's all I wanted. I didn't want any other department. Like I wanted to be in the animal room. That's what I said from the beginning. And so when I first got it, I was so terrified because I was like, I got all of these tanks and all of these animals to take care of. And obviously you got help, but it's still, your job. But it's really honestly helped me grow. And it really strengthened my belief that I want to be a veterinarian. And it expanded my mind, because I only know cats and dogs and like furry animals, but working with snakes and turtles really it makes me go, maybe I'll take care of these animals in the future and stuff like that. So, I mean, the trips are great, but the animals are